the colony, and before I went to the weed shop, but I just pulled up to the colony, and I swear to you, somebody just hopped the fence, which is sussy-wussy as all hell. So I'm not sure what the play is from here, because I don't see any cats, and I don't want to get shot. Yeah, let's see. Sussy-wussy. Because he's taking off in his bicycle. So, looks like I just averted some metal theft. Will I be looked on kindly? Hey, Lil V! Crazy time. Lil V! Ow! Ow! Yeah, well. I'm also scared. Now, I mean, the chances that we're going to feed any cats other than Lil V is pretty much slim to none, and Slim just left town. It's friggin' cold right now, so I don't know if anybody's going to come out whatsoever. On. Dang. Well, Sarah, I'm trying not to do anything bad, but as a matter of fact, hey Liz, I'm feeding homeless cats, but I just stopped, actually, my presence just stopped a homeless dude from stealing all this metal. So, I don't know if I'm doing something bad or something good or something not, kind of neither here nor there, but I'm doing my best, whatever that is. All right, speaking of doing my best, this shall not stand. Give me a sec, y'all. Hey, Manice! Denise the Manice is in town. Let's go. What's up, Manice? Have you seen Marble Cat and Big V? I still haven't seen them all year. Obscene. Ridiculous. Oh, it's so frustrating. Yeah. Kitties! At least we got a Manice in town. But Elijah, you're gonna have to be my witness that I actively stopped a crime just now. Or, I didn't stop it, I postponed it. You know as soon as I leave, dude's coming back to steal his metal. And honestly, since dude is messing with my cats, I really can't be bothered to take any proactive steps to save his metal. I'm like almost about to go get a second layer from my car, but I'm like, it's actually probably in the mid 40s, and I don't want to be too much of a wuss for you people who actually have seasons. Feed your local schools. Just so your local assholes can grow their food in the garbage. Obscene. Obscene. Disgusting. Oh, yeah. I want to know the mind of a man who's like, oh no, I chose, voluntarily I might add, to move to a machine shop where there's lots of cats. But no, the cats are the ones that are trespassing. And no, they're gonna move because I've denied them food. Oh my god. I'm telling y'all, if anything bad happens to one of these cats and I catch it, I'm pressing charges for animal endangerment. It's so frustrating. In fact, if dude comes, in fact, come to think about it, if dude who wanted to steal the metal comes back, I might just be like, yo, take it, I don't go fuck. Hey, Lil V. You know, another thing that's kind of crazy is that here there's almost no wind, except it's very cold. Where I was working, tons of wind. Crazy, like biblical amounts of wind. In other news, I just had a kind of funny thought. Why don't I put all that in the garbage right where he puts the cat food? That's kind of a twisted sense of justice, if you ask me. I'm kind of liking that idea. Let me know if I should carry that action out. Come on, Lil V. Find the big V, please. What should we do? Should I just leave the stuff like that and be a good person and keep with my like when they go low we go high if I may quote Michelle Obama, or do I like throw all that aluminum flashing where Mr. has been throwing my cat food? I have questions. I also have the flash still on for some reason, and it's blinding me. Let's see if anybody's popped in. Let's chaff you in the meantime. What's up, Bear? What's up? What's up, Delbert? So, what's up, Ismael Vasquez? Yep, many much homeless cats. That's what I do here. So in other news, Delbert and Bear and Ismael Vasquez, but I don't recognize your name as much as I recognize Bear and Delbert. But you see all this aluminum flashing that's on the ground? When I pulled up in my car, there was a homeless dude who had hopped the fence in a shiesty mask and was actually trying to take all that shit. And I pulled up going, meow, 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 meow. And dude dipped. So I prevented a robbery of dubious value, I guess. But in doing so, I also discovered that our favorite friend over here had thrown a bunch of cat food in the dumpster. No, it actually looks better. It actually looks better with the flash on. We'll leave it like that. For now, I don't know. Because the problem with the flash is that it triggers off the cats tapping and loosing them, and that looks weird when they're like all like teeny glowy eyes. But yeah. So now I'm kind of at a loss for what exactly to do with this aluminum flashing, because there's choice A, I could do nothing, which is probably what I'm inclined to do. And then that basically means is that whenever I peace out, the homeless dude is going to come back on his bicycle and take the aluminum flashing anyway, so I've just kind of delayed because option 2 would be for me to do exactly what he did, hop the fence, replace all that aluminum flashing in a place that's more secure, and write a note that said, a cat feeder saved this from being stolen. Perhaps reconsider your choices in life or something like that. I don't know. Or option 3, and definitely the most devious, but also probably the most douchey, take all that, put it in the dumpster where dude's been putting all my cat food. So what should I do? What's the play here? I really don't know. Like I said, I'm inclined that the play is to do nothing. It's the safest, and it involves me the least. Because keep in mind, even if I do hop the fence for good Samaritan purposes, I'm still technically trespassing. Well, I'm trespassing now, but like I'm still really trespassing, possibly breaking and entering, which I'd like to avoid if possible. I don't know. Also, like people who work with me, I need Faithless here right now. Faithless, how much is that, or anybody who works with metal, how much is this aluminum flashing worth? I'm sure Cuzzy's just trying to take it to sell it for scrap prices for, drugs and stuff. What is the value of this aluminum flashing, considering it's already been through like either, some sort of cutter, a laser cutter, or a blade or whatever you use to cut out the forms, it's already been cut. But so I'm glad. Let me give the cats their food, and hopefully they come out and make themselves heard. As I mentioned, today is extremely windy in LA, and also hell yeah, your Ford Explorer, go! Those old Ford Durotechs, they do sound something inspired. He said rather sarcastically. They sound like shit. Oh, look at this. The flashing is preventing my niece from getting out. My niece! human, just like the dude who was trying to steal the flashing. I don't trust you, human. I'm a street cat. Oh no, Sasha Grey! What's up, Randy Rich? Long time no see. Yeah, you gotta be... Glenn Const, good job on you adopting a stray kitten. I got a teenage kitten in my home who's probably gonna find his forever home any minute now. What's up, Melanie? What's up, Freako? Ooh, somebody's smoking weed. But like really skunky weed. Like really skunky weed. Oh yeah, Randy Rich. I got sick around New Year's Day, so I was gone for a minute. But I'm still here. But yeah, like I said. I know Elijah and now Bear and Delbert are like, damn it, you're telling the same story over and over again. Yeah. This is how lives work sometimes. All right, I got the food laid out and all that jazz. Denise the Menace wants to eat, but she's being very scared. So here's the thing. When I popped in with my car over there, so I actually showed up at around 9:30, but I went to the weed shop first for non-skunky weed. And when I got out the weed shop, I'm hearing and I'm hearing this because some homeless dude hopped the fence, and as you can see, there's all this aluminum flashing on the ground because he was trying to take it for drug money, probably. But my entry, and I come in going meow meow meow. Dude dips. He was wearing a frickin' balaclava or a shiesty mask, whatever you want to call it. But what's up, Daryl? Doing all right? I'm in one piece. That's what matters. But yeah, cause he dipped. But that's awesome, Freako. I've been visiting this feral colony since 2022. I love these cats. I actually adopted one of them off from this feral colony. And, oof, that's not great. I hope you feel better, man. Oh, yeah. Well, regardless of what this is, this aluminum flashing, he was clearly trying to take it, and my presence made him run away. So, like I said, and also, I'm going to leave pretty soon because Menace is not eating with me yammering over here. But here's the situation. I have options with this flashing. Choice A, I do nothing. I just leave it here, which is, like I said, which is probably what I'm going to end up doing because it's not my problem. I don't give a shit. It's just flashing. It's dumb. Nah, yeah. Delbert's on the side of leaving it, and so am I. So here, but let me give you all the... There you go, paracetamol. That's Denise the Menace over there. I'm talking too loudly right now for the cats, which is why they're not coming out. Also, they're scared because a homeless dude hopped the fence earlier. Anyways, so option one, leave it. Don't do shit. Like I said, that's the option I'm going down with. Probably when I leave, the homeless dude will come back and steal the flashing, and I don't care. Option two. No, they're literally... Whoa! Dick Grayson, I'm sorry to scare you there, dude. They're not signs. They're like literally aluminum flashing. Like they've been it looks like it's laser cutter or lathe residue of some sort. Where like, you see, like they've gone through a laser cutter or something like that for parts. All right, Liz is eating. At least Liz is eating. Yeah, but no. So, yeah, Randy Rich says leave it too. And like I said, I'm probably going to end up leaving it. But let me give you all the other two options. All right, option one, I actually put it into a more secure location for this dude and say, just so you know, a cat feeder saved you from aluminum theft last night. Perhaps reconsider your policies towards cats. Not that that's going to have any effect, but you know, whatever, you can always hope for it. Or option three, the most devious and douchey of all three of them, but also the one that makes me laugh the most. I take that, and I put it where Cuzzy is putting all my cat food. In the garbage, where it belongs. So yeah, those are my 3 choices. Option A, do nothing. Option B, put it back in a more secure location. And option C, troll the dude by putting it exactly where motherfucker is putting my freaking cat food. Oh, there's the dude over there again. He's waiting for me to leave. All right. With that being said, I'm gonna put the phone camera down for a second and let the kitties eat. And I'm gonna consolidate cans, so hopefully they'll come out and eat. Hey Liz, hey Minnie's, go eat, guys. Excuse me. Damn, that's some low quality skunk ass feed, bro. Dude is smoking whatever the opposite of loud pack is. Dude is smoking quiet pack. Hold out here tonight. Hey, Neville. Hey, P. Is that Pauline? Yeah, it's Pauline. All right. Y'all can't see her, but I can. You can only see Liz, who, if I don't get the camera out the way, is about to puke up her food because she always eats too fast and pukes up her food. That'd be Liz. That's the Liz. That's the Liz way of life. Okay. Meow, meow, meow. Hello, Blairo. Oh, yeah. But yeah, Denise the Manice is just a chonker. Blairo's got a tortie? Hell yeah. Okay, Neville. Okay, P. You know, Blairo, I've got 2 torties at home. They are trouble. All right. With that, let's go visit Charlie. All right, let's go check in on Mr. Charlie. I don't think he's going to be out, but we got to check in on him. I haven't seen him since last year. Regular General Tortie? Hey, I don't think there is any such thing as a regular General Tortie necessarily. Ow. All right, also, I'm curious about when we come back if the aluminum flashing will be gone or not. Bye, Liz. Also, y'all, I am cold today. I'm trying to see where the rest of the flashing came from also. Anyways, I don't really... Oh, I just stepped in cat shit. Ah, God damn it. These are my work shoes, too. Ew. Yeah, ew. Gross. Yeah. Yeah, Mel and I, the weather's been really doo-doo caca. I mean, you know, you don't live that far from me. The weather's been crap here, basically since like Boxing Day or like the day after Christmas or whatever. And yeah, it's just, it's dicey to see the cats when the weather is cold, windy, and rainy, it's a trifecta of cats don't want to come out in that shit. But And also, especially with Charlie, because dude is too smart to come out in that shit. But, let's see if we got any luck today. I don't think so, but we're still gonna try it, because we love Charlie. Meow! Charlie! Meow! Yeah, Elijah does speak absolute facts. Better cat poop than homeless poop. Speaking of homeless poop, it's still here at Charlie's colony. Elijah, it's still here. Ow! Also, Meow! Meow! Charlie! Yeah, too cold for Charlie today. What's up, Doris? Doris? All right. Should we wait a few more seconds, or should we just dip and go to Gino and Fat's zone? Because like I said, I don't think any of the cats here are gonna come out. They're staying warm because they're smarter than I am. I'm cold. Meow! Charlie! Yeah, no Charlie today. All right, let's go check in on Fats and Gino. As soon as the light. Yeah, Elijah says Gino. Your wish is my command, sir. So Mel and I, for Charlie, I'm not gonna leave any food because he has plenty already here from other people. I see wet food. Yeah, hold on 1 second. Yeah, I see wet food. I see dry food. I see plenty of water. I see a poo-poo. So there's nothing. It would be a waste of money and time for me to leave food for Mr. Big C. All right, we might have to kick this shit out of here. I wonder if it's scaring the cats. They're like, oh, we don't eat where we shit, and we don't shit where we eat, but somebody shat where we eat. Well, that stunk. Literally. My car's gonna smell like ass now when I'm on my way home. The things I do for you, Charlie. All right, let's go. Off to Gino. Whew. It's cold, boys and girls and people in the middle. Speaking of people in the middle, I've got a funny story for y'all. Or at least I think it's funny. I hope y'all find it kind of funny. So earlier this week, my brother's wife's younger sister, I guess that makes her my sister-in-law, got married. Lovely wedding. And, you know, those of you who know my upbringing probably can guess what kind of wedding it was. But for those of you who don't, it was an Orthodox Jewish wedding. Yes, fully sex separated, even during the dinner part. The dancing was sex separated, the eating was sex separated, and of course the services were sex separated, because that's Orthodox Judaism for you right there. But when we got time for the ceremony, for whatever reason, they had put three rows of seats, like a wide-body jet airplane. The husband smashed a glass. That's all that got smashed. But Pauline, who this here? Who this? Lady Jane Grey, Lil V. What's up, guys? Ow. I'm gonna let y'all chill. We'll go off to Gino. But yeah, so 3 rows of seats. Very unusual for an Orthodox wedding. Usually there's just 2 because Orthodox weddings do not only recognize 2 genders. So to which I said, well, hot diggity damn. This is the first ever trans-inclusive ultra-Orthodox wedding I've ever been to. Nice. We're making progress here, peeps. You know, men sit on the right, women on the left. If you can't decide, you go in the middle. Somebody died here recently. That sucks. I'll tell you one thing about the Talmud. Talmud doesn't know shit about fuck. It'll say one thing on one page, and then on the very next page, it'll directly contradict itself, because that's the Talmud. I love the like factoids about Jewish jurisprudence, but goddamn, it is truly Byzantine in its complexity. Ow! Ow! Gino! Fats! Fats! Ow! Big facts, Bear. Talmud is a hot mess. And if you think the Talmud is a hot mess, wait till you get to the Talmud Yerushalmi edition. Even more of a mess. For those of you who are curious about what me and Bear are talking about, the Talmud is part of the Jewish oral Torah. It's called the Torah Shebaal Peh in Hebrew. It's basically many books worth of... Yeah, exactly. Yeah, let's say. It's many books made over many years with many rabbis discussing many different parts of Jewish jurisprudence and laws. But here's the thing. It is complex as shit. It is hypocritical as shit at times. It is contradictory at times. And it's also really beautiful at times, like all things. But also they were compiled and written in the aftermath of the destruction of the Second Temple, which means that the Jews had already been kicked out of biblical Israel. It was now Roman Palestine, and because of that, there are Jews all over the place. So there were actually 2 Talmuds written. The Talmud Bavli, which comes from the Jewish word Bavel, which I'm sure y'all can figure out, but if you haven't, it's Babel, as in the Babylonian Talmud. And then there's the Talmud Yerushalmi, which comes from Jerusalem. And it is, and neither of them, and because different rabbis, different opinions, different writing styles, because one was Babylonian and one was Roman. In mandatory Palestine, or not mandatory Palestine. That's British Palestine. Ow! Guys, there's no Gino sighting today. No Gino, no Fats, no nobody. Everybody cold today. I am too. I think I'm going to go home pretty soon, not going to lie. But yeah, the funny thing is about the Talmud is that because it's written in Aramaic primarily, no, Bear, it's not actually. There is Ashkenaz and Sephardi differences in like liturgical stuff, specifically relating to prayers, but no, this actually predates the separation between Ashkenaz and Sephardi, because technically both of them, because Babylon is in Iraq and Jerusalem is in current day Israel / Palestine, both of them would technically constitute Mizrahi or Sephardic Jews, technically. Nah, dude. Nah, I mean, Bear, you know a lot more than the garden variety dipshit. I'll tell you that much. But yeah, y'all. I think it's getting to the point where we gotta go home. It's very cold. There's not a whole lot of cats out tonight. Let's see what's the situation with the aluminum flashing. Still there! Let's see if any cats are out. Well, there are two, I see. Hello, gray cat. Hello. Is that Pauline or Lilvy? Pauline. So yeah, folks, I think what we're gonna do, because I'm not terrified, but I'm concerned that I haven't seen certain cats all year. The year is brand new, but I am somewhat concerned that certain cats have been AWOL over the past year. And so I think what we're gonna do is that Saturday between 3 and 5 p.m., we're gonna come visit these guys. I want to be out when it's a little bit more daytime, a little bit warmer, and a little bit more likely that the cats are going to be chilling. Hey, ¿por qué no los dos? I mean, we can be geniuses and dipshits at the same time. I like to say that I like to do stupid things in the smartest way possible and smart things in the stupidest way possible. That's a good way to live your life. You don't take things too seriously and you have fun. But also if it... Oh, but Bear, speaking of the Talmuds, last thing I'll mention about the Talmuds before I move on to something not related to Judaism and weirdness. There's a publishing house called Art Scroll or Masora Publications. But yeah, the joke is the person who translated it is named Rabbi Arthur Scroll. Dad jokes for days. But like, so yeah, and Art Scroll's big thing is that they do translated. Oh, I didn't even notice it, to be honest with you. User, gibberish, letters, numbers, alphanumeric combination. But I mean, I don't actually watch Shameless, so number one, apparently I'm a culturalist swine for not watching Shameless. But number two, I kind of don't give a fuck because it just went like this. But if you were going for insults, good, nice try. Try again. But anyways, yeah, I was gonna say, so Art Scroll finally got around to translating every single thing of the Talmud Bavli several years ago, and it took them like 20 years. And they finally finished it, and now they're chugging through the Talmud Yerushalmi. It's hilarious. I know nobody called me a culturalist swine. That was a joke at my own expense. Besides, I'm American. Aren't all of us culturalist swines if you ask a European? You filthy, you're filthy American. Your roast beef. What the heck kind of emoji? Oh, hello, my Pinoy friend, or Pinay. But what the heck kind of emoji is that, Elijah? What the hell is that? Oh, my God. Yep. For real, though, rabbis do got a rabbi. Okay. Thank you for hanging out, Angel. We're usually feeding homeless cats. Unfortunately, the homeless cats have ran away already. Oh man, that's a great way to ask it, that's a great way to ask that question, dude. I'm raw dogging life in every way. I was brought up Orthodox Jewish, but I don't identify with any religion right now, and I'm also severely ADHD, and I don't take any medication for that, so I am really raw dogging life, hardcore, and I love it like that. I mean, look, we can get political if you want, but I'm actively trying to not be political because like some shit has gone down in my country this week, and like we can talk about it at some other point. Like, oh, thank you for the sub. But yeah, what was I saying? I'm brain farting right now. I'm tired and raw dogging life. What was I talking? Blah, 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 come on. Rabbi's got a rabbi. I think, was that what I was talking about? I don't know, bros. Yeah, I've seen the Greenland purchases. I just don't see it happening. That's going to be the 52nd state after we annex, or no, it's going to be the 53rd state, sorry, because 51 is Canada, 52 is Venezuela, and now 53 is going to be Greenland. Ay, 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 ay. This user... Yeah, Baron, I mean, the other thing is that shit is happening so quickly, you can't keep up with this shit. One horrible thing happens and then it's one horrible thing after another. It's crazy. But yeah, let's move on from politics. If some of the trolls come in and be like, all right, Delbert, have a great one, man. But yeah, if some dude came in and started trying to sloganeer, I'd rip them the riot act. But real talk, there's just too much politics going on right now. We need to simmer down. We need to simmer down culturally, I would say. I'm still trying to think about what I was talking about. My ADHD is doing wonderful things for wonderful people. You know what? You're right. You're absolutely right. Ugh. Found the bot. Yeah, I mean, here's the thing, user, I'm just gonna go with user for now, so I hope you don't mind. But yeah, I definitely don't want to ignore politics. In fact, I think ignorance is horrible, and it's how you end up in bad situations like we currently are. But it's just it's a recency thing for me, I think, right now, where it's just like we've had too much shit. Like I said, if a bunch of crazy people like the person who put the deleted message came into the chat, I'd talk about it, but like I don't want to talk about it. Like my opinion, like the people who are regular to this channel probably know where my opinions stand. ACAB, sorry, I had a cough there. You know, and I just, you know, it would be very difficult. Yeah, no, user, I mean, like I said, at some point there will be the time to discuss this for sure. The other thing is that I just don't want to, I also don't want to make this stream like, a political, like, trolling for views stream where I'm, like, trying to go, where I'm basically trying to increase my social presence just by talking about hot button issues. That's kind of, like, not the vibe I'm going for. Like, here's the thing. I think it's very important to know about politics and to know about history, because history is politics and politics is history. They're intrinsically interlinked. And forgetting history is how we mess up our politics also. But also, I do apologize, Angel. I can't read Japanese. But I will say arigatou gozaimasu. That's about all I know. Ew, my back parts. All right. But yeah, no, this was a bad week for America. A very bad week for America. One of our citizens. Yeah, Angel, Exactly, Blair. Exactly, Blairo. And like, here's the thing. I'm a human. Of course, I'm going to discuss every now and... I'm a human, and this is my channel. So every now and then I am going to discuss the things that I find important. But yeah, there's plenty of dipshits giving you their opinions on political bullshit. And it is all bullshit. You know, I'm trying to teach you guys how to socialize homeless cats, how to take care of homeless cats, and also occasionally how to pick locks. Let's see if Gino showed up. Yeah, Bear, don't be a know-it-all, dude. That's bad. That's bad. That's bad. That's bad, bad. Gino, no Gino, or no Gino, no kitties at all. It's very cold tonight. My car is telling me it's 54. My car is a filthy liar. All right, what's the course of action, y'all? We've been going for just under an hour. Should we call the stream? Should I go home and we can do a little lockpicking stream, and then eventually when the trolls come in, it'll become a political stream where I'm sounding off? Nah, I'm thinking we're gonna call it, y'all. What do we like? Chat, give me your opinion of what we should do. But I'm thinking about calling it, because it's 11:45 here in LA, and I want to be warm. Oh, and I also need to, when I get home, I need to give... Yeah. When I get home, I need to give Louisa her subcutaneous fluids too. Y'all want to watch me give Louisa subcutaneous fluids by any chance? Question mark. She's actually, what's crazy is that for a former feral cat, Louisa is so compliant with fluid administration. It's nuts. Yeah, I tend to take a break, leave the politics for a better day. You know what? You guys are absolutely 112% right. We'll have a stream dedicated to toxicity and lockpicking, maybe tomorrow. Maybe tomorrow, depending on how my day goes, maybe tomorrow we'll have an abrupt and impromptu lockpicking stream where I talk about various things that are on my mind. But yeah, I don't want to like Laro said, I don't want to be just another person spouting bullshit political takes on the internet, but at the same time, oh my God. Thank you, Elijah. That was a long bit of text. I bet that was copy pasted. Good Lord, that was a lot of text. Oh, no, don't worry about it, Angel. It was some sort of religious proselytizing thing saying Jesus is the way, the truth, and the light, the blah, the blah, the blah, the blah, 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 blah. And we don't, that is strictly forbidden in my chat. There's a, like, we can discuss religion. Obviously, Bear and I were discussing the Talmud earlier, but we do not, there is strictly no religious or political sloganeering or proselytizing in my chat. None whatsoever. It's instant ban. So Elijah came through with the fire to tell Jesus is the way to the truth and the light, dude, to shut the fuck up! Yeah, big shouts out to Elijah, the mod with the most. My shooter. Also, y'all, what's up, Cheetah? We're actually probably going to cut the stream pretty soon, but I'm on a whim, I came back and checked Charlie one more time. But I don't think he's going to be here, but, you know, what the hell? Meow! Meow! Charlie! Oh yeah, Cheetah. I like that profile pic. Angel makes a very good point. All right, y'all. I don't... What the helly? What the hell? What the helly? What the helly? What the hellion? Meow! What the helliante? Cheetah, that's actually better than me because the cat in my profile picture is actually not my cat, believe it or not. It's my parents'. Oh, let's go. NFL playoff shit. Let's go. Yes, thank you. This is good stuff to discuss. And fuck religion and politics. Let's talk sports. Yeah, sports. So yeah, Bears Packers. I got Bears. I got Bears. Let's see who else. I'm a Charger fan. So Chargers, Pats. I gotta say I've got the Pats, but I want the Chargers to beat their fucking asses, of course. But, like, we have no offensive line. Again. So, yeah. Let's see. Okay. Yeah, all right, let's see. AFC, I've got Chargers, Pats. I got Pats, but I'm obviously rooting for the Chargers because, you know, I'm going to go get my LaDainian Tomlinson jersey and wear that shit for everything that it's worth. Excuse me. And then, let's see, who else is playing? All right, 1 seeds are Denver and... All right, we'll do my predictions for the wild card round, and then we'll call the stream. All right, so yeah, let's start with NFC. So yeah, Chicago, Green Bay. Give me Chicago. And if we're talking against the spread, I think they don't cover. I think New England is, or no, that's AFC. So what else is NFC? Who are the Rams playing? Oh, yeah, the Rams are playing Carolina. They're going to win. In fact, they're going to kill the Panthers, and they'll cover. Shit. I don't know what I just drove over, but it was crazy. Hey, the Washington football team, when they rebranded, they had that opportunity to call themselves the Washington Squirrels, but they chose to be the Commanders. All right, yeah. So, yeah. Rams are going to win and cover against the Panthers because, speaking of people who don't belong in in the playoffs, the Panthers. Not that anybody from that division belongs in the playoffs. All right, who else we got? Who are the Niners playing again? Somebody help me. Who are the Niners playing? They're playing Philly. Yeah. Give me the Niners and they'll cover. So yeah, there's NFC, AFC, Pats versus Chargers. Like I said, rooting for the Chargers. Give me the Pats. Not gonna cover though. I don't know if I said that earlier, but yeah. Or I said something different, but yeah. Give me the Pats, not covering. And then let's see. Who's the 3 seed in the AFC? Is it AFC Central? Who's Pittsburgh playing? Who are the Steelers playing? Okay, wait. Chargers are playing the Patriots. Denver has a bye. Who won the AFC East? That was the Patriots. Oh, the Bills. Are the Bills playing the frickin' Are the Bills playing Houston? The Bills are playing Houston. Or that's gonna be a tough game. Thank you. Ooh, that's gonna be the toughest one, I think, for me to predict. Texans versus Texans versus Bills. Oh, that's a tough call. Give me Buffalo, don't cover. Houston's hot, though. That's gonna be the hardest one for me to talk. sorry, Bear. My two sports are football and baseball, and we're in the playoffs, and my team is in the playoffs, although, like I said, we're probably going to get bounced pretty quickly, because no offensive line. Herbo's going to get killed. Okay, wait. And then... okay, what's the last first round game? It's gonna be... Okay. It's gonna be, back. I don't remember. Oh, wait, it's Jacksonville versus... Who's Jacksonville playing? Wait, is Jacksonville playing the Bills, or are the Titans playing the Bills? Either way, regardless of who the Bills are playing, give me the Bills, but not covering. Okay, yeah, so Jacksonville's playing the Bills. Okay, so the Texans are playing... not Houston. Steelers. Okay, the Steelers are playing the Texans. Yeah, the Texans are going to kick the Steelers' ass. And cover. All right, there's my predictions. There's my predictions. I hope they don't suck. This is not sponsored by Prize Picks or DraftKings or FanDuel. Please do not take my picks and use them for betting. As a matter of fact, you probably shouldn't be doing daily fantasy one way or the other. Oh, wait. Put it on coast. I don't want to pass a cop. Hello, cop. Hello. Better a cop than ice, I guess. Uh-oh, that was me being political. Shh. I'm not gonna lie, Bear. I used to be real... Thanks, Bears. Peace out, y'all. Bear died. But yeah, I'm not gonna lie, Bear. I used to be hella good at, Cheetah, are you leaving too? Bye. If so, bye. Thanks for swinging by. But yeah, I used to be hella good at crosswords. I used to be able to do even all the way to the Sunday crossword on the New York Times, but been a minute since I've done that. Anyways, I think we've chit-chatted. I've made my picks for the wild card round. I also am going to say that tentatively the Dodgers are going to three-peat as World Series champions. Go Dodgers. And something is happening in the NBA, but I could not care less what it is because I just don't care. All right, y'all. Have a great night. I'll see you either tomorrow or Sunday. If it's tomorrow, we'll be picking locks and bullshitting. If it's Sunday, we'll be checking in to make sure that the kitties who we haven't seen are healthy, hopefully, this year. Anyways, thanks for stopping by. Have a great weekend. Take sure you take care of homeless cats if you can, and if you can't, take care of the people and animal and pets that you love. Anyways, I'm talking too much. Bye.